Yep.
Hello, everyone. Has any of you ever any of you ever wondered when fossil fuels are going to run out, or even know what fossil fuels are? Well, fossil fuels is the process of the anaerobic decomposition of ancient animal organisms over a long period of time that turns into crude oil, which is for many of the products that we power today. I've actually myself noticed slowly, it's like little signs of the effects of fossil fuels running low, starting to run dry. The other day I was at the gas station, I put $20 in the tank, and it stopped at 19, and the machine actually ran out of gas. Fossil fuels are like money. They drive the world, and they're not going to last forever, because at the rate we're using them, they're basically depleting. My three main topics. This is basically just showing fossil fuels being burned. My three main topics are the three main types of fossil fuels, what fossil fuels are used for, and basically estimated analysis on when fossil fuels are going to run out. So this is just a little basically chart showing like the different how fossil fuels are used to produce energy around the world and stuff. But so first we'll talk about the three different types of fossil fuels. According to dictionary.com in 2018, fossil fuels are the product of the decomposition of ancient animals, plants, and fossils as well, over the time span of millions of years, turning into crude oil. From BMO.BM in 2015, they state that fossil fuels is the products of millions of years, basically the same thing, of decomposition of animals, plants, and fossils buried miles and miles deep under the earth that have formed into oil over thousands of years of water pressure. So now you know the three main types of fossil fuels: coal, crude oil, and natural gas, basically, and where they originate from. So this is just showing basically crude oil extraction. Next, I'm going to discuss what fossil fuels are used for. And I don't remember the exact date, but can't remember the name of the website, but it was some name.nas.edu. Basically, they are saying that fossil fuels are the main crude fossil fuels, meaning one of the categories, crude oil, is the main source of transportation in the United States and basically around the planet, as well as a main producer of electricity and power. They also stated that natural gas is also a main producer of power also. And I don't know the exact date, but SE.org also states that they state that I believe 30% of natural gas is used for electrical power in the United States, and it's also used for powering industrial facilities and manufacturing projects as well. Also coal, they also stated that coal is the main producer of electricity throughout the United States. So now, you know basically what fossil fuels are used for. They're used to power our cars. They're used to power manufacturing facilities. They're used to heat our houses. They're used to power any devices or machinery that we use on a day-to-day basis. They're used to power paramotors, like my last speech. Basically, everything we do relies on fossil fuels, and without them, our world would diminish. This is just a product of one of the forms of fossil fuels, coal. So now you know what fossil fuel, the three types of fossil fuels, what we use them for. Now I'm going to discuss basically the estimated time of when we're going to run out of fossil fuels. I can't remember my last two quotes, but I'll give you the information from them. Basically, the use of fossil fuels has been so heavy over the years that it's predicted by 2050 that before 2050 there will be a massive rise in availability to fossil fuels, and then a horrible decline, causing fossil fuels to deplete so much that the prices will skyrocket to an overwhelming rate, basically leading to fossil fuels diminishing completely until they find a new source, which is most likely not available. And basically, this is just another gas station in Japan, basically showing the use of fossil fuels. Basically, we need to make a drastic change and possibly switch to electric. And if we do not, I believe within the next 50 years, and statistical studies have shown that we are very likely to run out of fossil fuels, making the world, the way the world runs, crash as we know it. No more cars, no more heating in your house, no more basically all the things you love. And that's it basically. If you want to know more, I would suggest looking up the depletion of fossil fuels on YouTube, and also looking at I believe it's SE.org. They have a lot of information on basically the estimates of when fossil fuels are going to run out and how we're depleting them so quickly. And that's my speech.